Hi everyone, I'm Brianna and welcome to Roll Initiative. Today we're going to be talking about one of the secrets to better D&D, which is rolling dice less. Let's get started. Okay, I know you all love dice. We love rolling them. We're D&D players. It's in our nature. But before you yell at me down in the comments, hear me out. Rolling dice less could make your D&D campaign better because a lot of people overuse the dice and make players roll when there's really no point, and that can slow down the game and even frustrate everyone at the table. So, first, we need to have a look at what the purpose of rolling dice is. Dice are a tool to help us tell our story by helping us to decide what should happen when something's uncertain. They're impartial judges to help us figure out what happens in our world. At least that's what they're supposed to be. I'm sure my dice have a mind of their own. Dice should be used to determine the outcome in an uncertain situation, and only if it could work out either way. Like if you walk into a castle and demand the king gives you his crown, then even if you roll a nat 20 on your persuasion check, why would he give you his crown? There's no reason why he would. Unless, of course, he's stressed out, he never wanted to be king, his kingdom is on the brink of war, and his people are rebelling. Then maybe he actually would give you the crown, and then the players have to deal with that. But either way, you shouldn't ask your players to roll the dice if it's impossible, because then if they roll really well, you'll still have to shoot them down, or you'll be in a really awkward situation to try and make it work when it really won't. So, what you can do here is ignore the dice and just roleplay, or get them to roll, but get them to roll for something different, such as rolling for the king to give you his crown. If you roll really high, then maybe all it does is make him amused and he eventually becomes your ally because you amused him, so he was willing to stick around and talk to you. So you could either just not use the dice and roleplay, or if you do use the dice and they roll high, instead of just giving them what they want, let them succeed just at something different. If you ask your players to roll for absolutely everything, then it's going to become more annoying than it is fun. And if you let them roll for something where they can't actually succeed, then if they roll really high and they still don't get anything, then they're gonna start not caring about what they do because it's gonna be determined by dice all the time anyway. And it doesn't matter what they do, it just means they roll and they do it or they don't. There's going to be no point or depth to their actions anymore. Such as if your really stealthy rogue player wants to climb up some stairs and you ask them to roll, what happens if they roll really low? Then do they not climb the stairs? Do they trip and fall down? That is not going to be fun for them to fail at such a mundane task. Especially because adventurers, even on level 1, are exceptionally skilled. So, a general rule could be that if a normal person can do it without really thinking much about it, then the adventurers should be able to as well. But then again, because we do love rolling dice, you can still roll dice here, just for a different purpose. Instead of rolling to see whether they make it up the stairs or not, you can roll for how long it takes them, whether they pull off any impressive shenanigans, or maybe if they get a nat 1, the stairs were actually a mimic. So this video has been mainly about not rolling when there's no different way it could turn out, or still rolling but rolling for something that could change. And just something to keep in mind is that just like the situation where you roll high asking the king for his crown, and he doesn't give you his crown but he could become your ally, you can also do that but when failing. It's called failing forward, where you roll badly at something but you have to succeed. You still succeed but something else goes wrong. But that's it. We've reached the end of the video. I really hope it was helpful, and if it was, maybe you'd consider liking it or maybe subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.